sun. I'm coming to you post-workout because that's what everybody's begging to see. I can't tell you the number of comments that are just lining up and being like, we want to see you sweaty. Nobody's asked for that. But I had a really great run today. Depending on how long you've been into my internet life, you might know that I've run 4 half marathons. That is an achievement for sure. But like, I cannot express to you the truth of the statement, anyone can run a half marathon. It's just such an achievable distance that if you think that's impressive, like, I'm telling you, you could do it. So anyway, I've run 4 half marathons, and last year I decided not to register because the year before I had trained really, really hard, and it was so hot that day that I hated the run so much, just so much. Marathoning is such a beautiful experience because it brings out the best in everyone. And I was running on the route and I was late and I was dying. Just the heat had just drained me, and it was taking me so long to finish this thing that I was pretty sure that my best friend and her daughters, who I get a picture with at the finish line every single time, was gonna have to leave before I finished, and I was crying on the route, and everybody that passed me was like, are you okay? Are you okay? You good? You good? Do you need anything? You good? And just like so much support from strangers. Endless numbers of strangers were just like really concerned about my well-being. Like, every marathon video that I see about people carrying strangers across the finish line, I have no doubt that if I was, you know, falling down 100 yards from the finish line, that I would be carried. All of me would be carried. Like, it's an unbelievably supportive environment. All that to say, I didn't sign up last year, and it's a really good thing because I injured my knee. I tore my MCL. It was a grade 1 tear, so it's minor injury. Still, it wasn't gonna happen. Not that I registered anyway. But then, like 3 weeks later, I didn't wear sunscreen, went rafting, got 2nd-degree sunburns from my knees to my toes. One of the dumbest things I've ever done, and I do dumb stuff so often. The rest of the summer was just encompassed by these stupid, idiotic injuries. And then marathon day came, and I was choked that I wasn't running. They had really amazing medals, and it just, I was missing out. Like, I don't have a lot of FOMO at all, but this was the worst. So I texted my sister and Carly and I said, next year we're there, and everyone gave a resounding yay, and registration day came and I signed up, and my dad signed up this year, and I've always wanted to run a half marathon with him, so that's really exciting. But it's been like 10 months since I ran, and so yeah. The first run of this training season was, you know when you're in like knee-deep water and you're like, oh, I'll just run out. And then you're hit with just like a weird amount of resistance. Like, you're not even that far into it, and you have to step so high to get anywhere because you're in water. That's what my first run felt like. So I've been starting with 2-mile runs, and the first one took like 45 minutes. It was amazing. My second run wasn't nearly as bad, but it's like I'm trying to teach my body to do something that it knows it's done before, but has forgotten completely how it used to do that. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. And then I went for a run this morning, and I've been doing strength training too because I have very low muscular intelligence. My muscles don't know what they're supposed to do ever, and I make them do things and they're like, wait, why are we doing this? Today I went on a run, and it was, guys, just so glorious. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard, and it was fun. I was able to push myself. I think that when we're approaching something that is difficult for us, or we're approaching something that we've never done before, we need to accept the reality that our growth is going to be incremental, and it's gonna get better, it's gonna get easier, but it's gonna take time. But incremental growth is still growth. That is my summer. It's gonna be incremental, steady growth in ability to run. Today was also the first run that I've done without my knee brace, which it was good. It was much more comfortable. It wasn't nearly as distracting, and I didn't have any twinge of pain. So I think I'm gonna keep going without the brace. Is that a bad idea? Are there like physiotherapists out there that want to tell me if that's a bad idea or not? I'm gonna do a lot of sweaty videos this summer because, like I said, that's what people are begging to see, so.